Hello, this is what it's all about, and in this watch review we'll look at the Etiqus Sport Tour. This is basically a smaller version of the Sport Pro, and if you want to have a look at a comparison between the two, I have done a video comparison, so please have a look at my YouTube channel to find that and you'll be able to compare the two. So this version, the Sport Tour, will cost you £279 on the bracelet, and talking about the specs then, it's 40. I've got a 7.25 inch wrist, by the way, just for your reference. So it's 42mm in diameter. Has a lug-to-lug length of 49.5mm, and then a height of 10.5mm. So I personally find the size just right for me. I think 42mm is a great size for me because it provides you with plenty of wrist presence. It looks like an impressive watch because of the size. Not too big, not too small, so just right. I personally find it just right. And the height in particular is still quite thin. It's a quartz movement, so it will be thinner than a mechanical. So at 10.5mm, it sits quite snugly on the wrist. So that's a good positive as well. Weight-wise, with the entire bracelet on with no links removed, it weighs in at 166 grams. So that is pretty heavy for a quartz watch. So again, you're getting a good feeling of decent quality, and it feels good on the wrist. Moving on, we have a sapphire crystal. So it's much better than mineral crystal, and 9 on the Mohs scale of hardness, so only scratchable by diamond really. And it's a good, decent, thick sapphire crystal as well. So if you tap it, it provides you with a decent thud rather than a thin one. Provides you with a bit of a chink, 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 chink. So you can tell that that's good quality as well. According to the dial, we have a Swiss movement within this Etiqus Sport Tour, and that is indeed a Swiss-made Ronda 6003D, nonetheless. So that's a basic quartz movement with a date function. Nothing too exciting really, but solid, dependable, well built, and is going to provide you with many years of good service. I think it's got about 3 to 4 year battery life as well, so that's pretty good. 100 meters water resistance, so if you do accidentally drop it in some water or wear it while swimming, you're not going to have a problem there, no issues, which is good. And then the bracelet is 22mm wide lugs, reducing to 20mm at the buckle. So that's just a run through of the specs. So let's have a look at each section of the watch, section by section. So the dial, obviously the key feature behind it is the dimpled dial, which mimics a golf ball. Now I'm going to say it straight out, if you're not a fan of golf, then this most likely is not the watch for you. So Etiqus are very pointed towards their customer base of golf lovers, and those who who want to basically share that love for golf through their timepiece, while still being decent watches. It's very well printed as well. If you have a look there, we can have a look at it in close detail with the macro lens. When you do look at it under really close examination with the macro lens, you can see it's a little bit pixelated, but I personally, you can't see it now, for instance, you can't see it to the naked eye. So it's nice, nicely done, and it's quite subtle as well. As you can see, it's not taking the rip, it's not overdone at all. On the dial we have these applied hour markers, which are nicely applied as well, with the polished surrounds to them and loomed centres. Provide you with nice little reflections you can see as we catch the light. It matches the hands as well, nice sword shaped hands, with the polished finish to them. And also note we have a little border. It's just a printed border, but a little border around the date window at 3. The second hand, another tie-in with golf, of course, and that's a golf flag, and it's pointing to the left, and it's a red flag. So that's a nod to the logo, the Masters logo in particular. So the Etiqus and the Golf Linksometer pace of play and Swiss movement, all the printing are on like their own little layer, as it were. So the printing isn't directly on the bobbled finish. So that provides with a flat surface. So it's a nice accurate print on that. So moving on to the case then. The next thing you'll notice is this unusual bezel. It's called the Butler bezel, named after Gary Butler, the owner of Etiqus. And basically it's a pace of play bezel. So what you do is this little icon here, which is the tee off time. You set that to the time when you tee off, and then as the time advances, so say we've been going for a quarter of an hour, this is the time when we should be completing hole 1. Time continues, we should be completing hole 2 around 10 to, hole 3 around, between the hour and 5 past, hole 4 around quarter past, hole 5 around 25 past to half past, etc. Obviously it's not accurate because holes vary, but it gives you a nice generic idea of how far into your round you are, and it goes all the way around until you complete your 18th hole. So this is patented, so it's not available on any other watch, and I find it a great thing that he's done to create something so unique and different and specific for golfers. So I do like to play a good game of golf, so I have found it to be quite handy and useful. So certainly if you're a golfer, then this will be really helpful for you in your rounds as well. Just whilst we're talking about the bezel, nice and easy to rotate, has a nice action as well, a nice sound. Don't know if you can hear that clicking. And let's see how it lines up quite nicely as well, so that's always a good thing. And it's almost like a glass top to it as well, so that provides you with a nice bit of reflection. So it's a nice looking top to the entire watch. So moving on to the main case, pretty straightforward really, just a barrel shape with some lugs. It looks to be fully brushed, so we've got brushed tops, brushed sides. The only bit that's polished really is this outer rim of the case back. Again, the case back is very simple as well, just with some information deeply engraved around it, screw and case back. The crown, just the end there, is unsigned. Perhaps it would have been nice to see, I don't know, a little flag or a little E or something engraved on it, but it's not a problem. And that's polished as well to provide a little bit of difference between the finishing. So moving on to the bracelet. The links are nice and thick and chunky. Obviously this adds to the weight of the watch, and we have very much like a Tag Carrera, fully brushed apart from 2 polished rails going down the centre there, and then our double locking clasp is pretty sturdy as well. So we release it with the 2 buttons on the side, clip that in, and then we have a top locking clasp. Again, a nice variation of polished and brushed finishing to create a nice variety there. And this Etiqus logo is deeply engraved on top as well. Okay, so all in all, a good, attractive looking watch that's well made. Let's have a look at it in closer detail with the macro lens. If I can get it on. Okay, so starting with the dial. So you'll notice here what I mean with the dimples. So just on the edges, ever so slight, almost like a pixelation to it, but nothing that's too obvious, especially with the naked eye. We have the logo and the printing on the bottom half of the dial on their own little plaques almost. So the printing is nice and flat on top of it. Moving on to our polished hour markers. Again, nicely executed, nicely applied as well. There we go. And then to match that we have these hands like so. And there's the flag of the second hand as well. And then just a brief look at the border. It's nicely done, the border around the date window there. So there we go. Moving on to the bezel then. So under very close examination, the printing on the bezel insert could possibly do with being a little bit finer, but it's not really visible from the naked eye, so it looks perfectly fine when you're just glancing at the watch or looking at it, even closely inspecting it to the naked eye. And then we have this around the grip, provides a nice amount of grip to the bezel for you to rotate it as well. There we go. So here's the brushing, nice equal brushings throughout the case. Sharp angles as well. And looking at the crown, pretty well made. You can't really complain at all about that. And that's, if we rotate it, you should be able to see the hand passing by there. So it's just a push-pull crown. Just push that back in like so. Moving on to case back, like a circular brushed pattern, and then the details are deeply engraved around it as well. Very straightforward, very there's a UK patent number. Very simple. Moving on to the bracelet then. Here we have the brush top and the two polished rails throughout the centre of the links. Fully brushed down the sides as well. And the underside is also fully brushed. And then just finally we look at the buckle, sorry. So we have the Etiqus logo deeply engraved there. And a nice polished bar. Excuse my smudgy fingerprints. And here's one of the buttons to the side. To open it up. And here's the inside on you. So, okay. So it's held up pretty well under the macro lens. The only thing really to note are the slight printing on the bezel insert and also the dimples on the dial. But apart from that, a really solid, well-built watch for £279. Obviously a UK-based brand as well, which I'm really happy to see more of popping up nowadays. So really good watch, nicely designed. Obviously, if you're not into golf, then it's most probably not the best watch for you. But if you are into your golf, then it's certainly a worthy watch to wear, not only on the course, but also off the course. Because, you know, on the course it is very handy to have with the pace of play bezel. But also off the course, you can share your love for the great game with others around you. Okay, so this was the Etiqus Sport Tour, and that's what it's all about.